Hi guys and angel lovers, welcome to Angelic Miracle Evening Stories. Today I will share a beautiful angelic story with you from my angelic experiences and life. Today's evening story is about the annually biggest Kundalini Yoga festival in Europe and the expression of the healing energies. The following story happened many years ago. Everything began with a friend who took me to Kundalini Yoga after I told her about my experiences with healing energies. I was guided to meet this wonderful person who brought me to yoga. After practicing for a short time yoga, I met one of the well-known leading yoga trainers from Europe, who is also clairvoyant. When I met him, after practicing a short time yoga in his class, he was telling me that my electromagnetic field was showing him that I was ready to become a yoga teacher. I asked the angels how I could find out that I was ready to become a teacher. My question was heard, and soon I received an offer from two other yogis who were already yoga teachers to join them for a shared ride to the yoga festival in France. Annually in Europe, there is a huge Kundalini Yoga festival for all in August. This was an excellent opportunity to find out if I should become a yoga instructor and a teacher. The day came and we drove together to the festival and we became friends. Many well-known Kundalini teachers from surrounding the world, also from the United States, were giving free classes. Each teacher had a specialty like ancient qigong, Shakti dance, meditation, yoga classes, and so on. The festival was for 10 days. We were waking up very early before the sunrise with a beautiful young man's voice singing a lovely wake-up song in front of our window. Then everyone practiced sadhana, morning yoga before the sunrise. We could apply for a special seva job at the festival, and I were chosen and responsible for serving some delicious honey sweetened treat in the Gurdwara. Gurdwara is like a church of the Sikhs. To be able to serve the delicious treat for yogis was an honored seva job. Seva means doing a work out of the heart without asking or waiting for any exchange. It's out of the free will. So after a few days of attending the yoga festival, before the last 3 days of White Tantra came, it was a meditation night announced. This was for those who wanted a more profound preparation for the following White Tantra days. My friends and I were ready to attend the Gurdwara. The whole night a yogi was reading parts of the Sri Guru Granth Sahib, the holy books of the Sikhs. It was a beautiful feeling to be together with so many lovely souls. Then the time passed and some of the yogis could not keep their eyes open, and I saw them falling into a deep sleep. I was keeping up and suddenly began to feel very high, holy energies through me. These were all the 10 Sikh gurus, one after another. Each of them was healing a part of me in many dimensions. Then something happened, and here I began to smell out of my hands beautiful energies. The smell was fresh and could also be perceived by others. The next day, it was the first White Tantra day. White Tantra is a deep healing practice. It isn't connected with any kind of sex. What the people do there is sitting in lines and facing each other and practicing yoga, for those who are interested in what White Tantra is. The exercises were very intensive and challenging during the next few days. Still, I went through and had beautiful experiences with my friends. The energies out of my hands continued and were even stronger than before. The last White Tantra day came. Even though the weather was full of sunshine, many gray clouds were suddenly seen in heaven. Some elder yogis told us that this would happen each year on the 3rd day of the White Tantra. Then it began to rain, heavy rain. It was a big energetic cleansing in the air, and the perceptible pressure out of the air went away. My tantra finished with tantra burgers, which were vegan and very delicious. After that, my friends wanted to have a big yogic party. The evening was a lot of fun, yoga music, and everyone was dancing together. I was only short time there and went early into my bed because I tried to handle the high energy flow through my whole system. I was really careful to think because I had the feeling that my thoughts could manifest themselves so fast. Then the next day, we drove back home in the same group of 3 in the car. My friends wanted to visit a famous church in France where where Mother Mary's holy scarf was displayed. I was sitting in the front next to my friend in the car, and a yogic mantra was playing on the radio. Suddenly, all the electronics of the vehicle began to run crazy. All lights of the car began to blink and shine. My friend drew to the side, took the key off, and went out of the car. Still, the energy was in the car, and all the lights shone and blinked. He looked at me and asked me friendly to sit in the back area. The whole car was already smelling the beautiful bioenergy out of my hands. I told him that his car would be okay, that the energies were only a few times so high. When they regulate themselves, the car would be totally fine again. I also got out of the car and we waited a short time outside. Then it happened. As I was saying, every car function was normal again. Still, I was in the back seat and was trying not to go into the high energies during the drive. That night, we were sleeping in a youth hotel. My friends asked me to hold my hands up in their direction so both could lay down, relax, and take a bath in the beautiful, peaceful energies. After these and many other experiences, I was asking myself how I could work in a regular job as a consultant again. It took 1 week to manage it. Then I could go as regular to work. I learned to ground myself better and the energy was directed well. It was more aligned with my life. Still, during the work, the healing energy was sometimes smelling out of my hands. One of my colleagues, he knew me well, was smelling it while we were in a car together. I was driving and she was sitting next to me. She asked me about the smell in the car. I told her about my experiences and she fell in love with them. She became also a spiritual person. I hope that my story could inspire you to open your heart and listen more to your angels, the inner guru, and allow yourself to activate your inner healer. Thank you for being with Angels and Gurus in the Angelic Evening Stories. I send you many angels. Be safe and be loved. Good night.